Shalom. All praises to Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai. Double honors to our elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to all the brothers pushing this work in sincerity and truth. It's Brother Tamaran from the Gym of Toronto, coming at you with another video. Okay, so today's video, I'm going to be talking about Korah's rebellion, right? And what we can learn from Korah's rebellion, and what we can, and your boy Alazar, right? What he can compare to what Korah did in the wilderness, the time of Moses and Aaron. Okay, so because ultimately what Korah wanted to do was pretty much not follow orders, right? What Korah really wanted to do was defame Moses, and a typical Jake thing, right? And rule instead of Moses. He wanted to be the king. He wanted to be the king of Israel, you know. Eventually, because he had the spirit of Absalom on him, Korah, right? He wanted to be the head honcho, right? The head Levite. He wanted everyone to come to him instead of going to Moses, right? Spirit of jealousy, covetousness. Ultimately, that's what this young baby Alazar wants, because he's pretty much he's a boaster, right? He's boasting himself in being a Levite, which that office is pretty much transferred onto all the Israelites right about now, because that's why Yahushua came. So let me, one of the brothers posted his name and what it meant yesterday. Let me see if I can find it. I don't think I deleted it. Oh, here it is. Alazan, right? His name is Alazar. So Alazan, which is masculine, right? Pretty much means the same thing. An empty pretender, a boaster, right? That's a biblical usage, right? That's the meaning of his name, Alazan, right? A boaster, an empty pretender, because he's pretending right now to be, he's pretending to be a true, sincere man of the Lord, right? Which he's not no man of the Lord, because if you were a man of the Lord, when you got rebuked the last time for throwing a party in the strip club on the Passover and think that's a righteous thing to do, that's just the Lord exposing you to who you niggas really are, right? Nothing but pretenders, man. You haven't converted your mind fully to what this whole thing is about, right? You haven't grasped the seriousness of what our holy days really meant or mean right now, because the scripture tell you that none of us are perfect, but we're rehearsing the righteous acts, right? And through the scriptures, and through reading what our forefathers did and went through, we can know the seriousness by pretty much picturing yourself and putting yourself in their shoes by reading these scriptures. But anyways, this is number 1601. Now Korah, the son of Izar, right? Remember him? The son of Kohath, the son of Levi, and Dathan, and Abriam, the son of Eliab, and On, the son of Peleth, sons of Reuben, took men. So these are Levites and the Reubenites, okay? And they rose up before Moses with certain of the children of Israel. So 250, right? 250 princes of the assembly, famous in the congregation, men of renown. So these weren't just ordinary men. These were men that was well known, okay? Tells you here they're princes of the congregation. So, they were pretty much heavy in the thanksgivings, in the offerings, the sacrifices. So a demon jumped on them, man. 2/3 demon jumped on these niggas, right? And they came against the king, Moses. Same thing happened in our forefather King David, when his sons rose up against him, right? And he took men and he was coming up against King David. So it's the same thing with Moses. And if you know in the spirit, King David is Moses, right? Upon this rock will I build my church. And they gathered themselves together against Moses and Aaron and said unto them, ye take too much upon you. Isn't that what Eleazar said? You niggas are Elder Tahar is too old. Okay, it's time for a new head honcho in town. Right? Saying he's the one. Hey, don't you know power? You know, you're not going to just put yourself in that position of being the top man of Israel, man. The Lord has got to be dealing with you. Okay? And first and foremost, you got to submit yourself, man. You were under our submission under the elders, and you rebelled against the elders, and now you think that you're some head nigger in charge. And why should anyone follow you anyways? You just threw that wasn't even the Passover. You just threw a party in the strip club on the Passover, man. So I'm not going to say that was your Passover, because you guys chose the party on the Passover, and you got rebuked and you couldn't take a rebuke. And now this is you trying to fight back, talking about the elders taught you how to be wicked. But since the elders taught you how to be wicked, did they teach you to go to the strip club too on the Sabbath? It was a Sabbath and it was a Passover. Did the elders teach you to do that as well? Seeing all the congregation are holy, every one of them, and the Lord is among them. Wherefore lift up yourselves above the congregation of the Lord. So he's pretty much saying, all of us are righteous. You know what I'm saying? It's like, we don't need you right now, Moses, because the Lord is dealing with all of us. Not knowing that the Lord is dealing with them because of Moses, right? Through Moses. Salakia. And he spake unto Korah and unto all his company. Moses was pretty much trying to calm them down, saying, even tomorrow the Lord will shew who are his and who is holy, right? And will cause him to come near unto him. Even him whom he hath chosen will he cause to come near unto him. To this take ye censers, Korah and all his company, and put fire therein, and put incense in them before the Lord tomorrow. And it shall be that the man whom the Lord doth choose shall be holy. Shut up. You take too much upon you, you sons of Levi. Right? So this is Korah, man. Pretty much Eleazar, okay? Telling the elders, listen, you take too much upon you, Elder Tahar. Now you're old, man. It's time for a new person in charge. And Moses said unto Korah, hear I pray you, ye sons of Levi, seemeth it but a small thing unto you, that the God of Israel hath separated you from the congregation of Israel, to bring you near to himself, to do the services of the tabernacle of the Lord, and to stand before the congregation to minister unto them. He hath brought thee near to him, and all the brethren of the circuit of the brethren, the sons of Levi, with thee, and seek the priesthood also, for which cause both thou and all thy company are gathered together against the Lord. And what is Aaron, that ye murmur against him? And Moses sent to call Dathan and Abiram, the son of Eliab, which said, we will not come up. So these men starting to disrespect Moses, right? And when you disrespect the king like that, when the king sent for you, you come, right? And they choose to not come, right? Pretty much the next step is for war. A war was going to break out, because that was going to be the division amongst the whole nation of Israel at that time, right? That was going to bring confusion. And you can see the same spirit in Israel right now. It is a small thing that thou hast brought us up out of the land flowed with milk and honey to kill us in the wilderness, right? So they don't these niggas didn't respect the fact that the Lord, when the Lord was dealing with Moses, and all the times are good, that's what they love, right? How can you deal with the Lord and not get both sides of the spectrum, good and bad? Will thou put us out of the eyes? Will thou put out the eyes of these men? We will not come up. right? So he tell Moses to go F himself, you know. And Moses was wroth and said unto the Lord, respect not thou their offering. I have not taken one ass from them, neither have I hurt one of them. So this is spirit of jealousy. And Moses said unto Korah, be thou all thy company before the Lord, and they and Aaron tomorrow, and take every man his censer, and put incense in there, and bring you before the Lord, every man his censer, 250 censers, right? Thou also and Aaron, each of you his censer. And they took every man his censer, and put fire in them, and laid incense thereon, and stood in the door of the tabernacle of the congregation. And Moses and Aaron, and Korah gathered all the congregation against them unto the door of the tabernacle of the congregation. And the glory of the Lord appeared unto all the congregation. And the Lord spake unto Moses, unto Aaron, saying, separate yourselves from this congregation, that I may consume them in a moment, because the Lord knew what was in their mind. Right? They were fully aware, the Lord was fully aware of what they were about to do to Moses, right? Or what this can cause. And they fell upon their faces and said, O power, the power of spirits of all flesh, shall one man sin, and wilt thou be wroth with all the congregation? And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, speak unto the congregation, saying, get you up from about the tabernacle of Korah, Dathan, and Abiram. Right? And Moses rose up and went unto Dathan and Abiram, and the elders of Israel followed him. He spake unto the congregation, saying, depart, I pray you, from the tents of these wicked men, and touch nothing of theirs, lest ye be consumed in their sins. So they got up from the tabernacle of Korah, Dathan, and Abiram, Abiram, on every side. And Dathan and Abiram came out and stood in the door of their tents, and their wives and their sons and their little children. And Moses said, hereby ye shall also know the Lord hath sent me to do all these works, for I have not done them of mine own hand. If these men die the common death of all men, or if they be visited after the visitation of all men, then the Lord had not sent me. But if the Lord make a new thing, so Moses did that, put a curse on these niggas, so the Lord can do a thing. So men, when men see this, they will know this is an example of what not to do. Okay, and the earth opened her mouth and swallowed them up with all that pertaineth unto them, and they go down quick in the pit. Salakia. Then they shall understand that these men have provoked the Lord. And it came to pass, as he made an end of speaking all these words, that the ground clave under that was under them, clave asunder that was under them, Salakia. And the earth opened her mouth and swallowed them up, and their houses, and all the men that appeared unto Korah, and all their goods. They and all that pertained, Salakia, to them went down alive into the pit. So an earthquake, the earth just opened up and took these men out, and the earth closed upon them, and they perished from among the congregation. And all Israel that were found round about fled at the cry of them, for they said, lest the earth swallow us up also. Right, so this was a witness, and this happened unto all these men that was coming up against Moses. And there came out a fire from among the Lord, and consumed the 250 men that offered incense. So everyone that was about to, rebel against Moses, the Lord destroyed those men, right? So, you can read the whole story. So you take heed, Elazar, because that's the same spirit that you came in. And guess what? All you niggas, like the scripture says, the Lord is going to start with his judgment in Israel, right? So all you that are coming up against the men of the Lord, thinking that you are the real men of the Lord, which you're not, because you're constantly getting rebuked. You can't rebuke us, man, especially the elders, because the elders are doing the work uprightly, and they're doing the work every day. Okay? So, the elders have taught us so much in this truth, how to be men, how to be real men in this truth, and you're just jealous, okay? Because the Lord is dealing with the elders, and he's not dealing with you niggas. right? You won't see the elders in strip clubs on the Passover, and all the men under the elders. You won't see none of us in the strip club at the Passover, man. So all praises to Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai. Double honors to our elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to all the brothers pushing us work in sincerity and truth. The spirit of rebellion is among these men, right? And the spirit of rebellion leads to death. Shalom.